Okay, so now the next set of the activity I want us to now look at it here now is that what the second section of this layout we want to design with our bootstrap. This involve the two columns here now. Do you get it now? The two columns is going to be for the logo and this. So in this case again, I can see using the same one deep layout here now, but it's much more better if you can be able to define what the title. That is, this is the first row. Instead of row with equal column, row for what? Top row. This can be given a name. Call it top row of your site. Do you get it now? So you can name it row 1. This is row 1 now for this particular site. And the second one here is going to be what? Row 2 for this site again. So row 2 is going to be 2 column. So here now I can make 2 column available here. Why become what? 10. Do you get it now? And for us to see the what? The layout for this again, I can see apply the border to each of this particular column here now. Border to this column and border to this column. I want to see the column line properly because this is going to be using for what? For the logo now. Okay, and this is going to be using for what? For the navigation now. Nav. Okay, that is it. So once I save these two now, and let me see what we have again. You can see now. So that is it. The second one, layout for here. But with this one again now, I can put the logo here. That is it. And when I'm putting the logo here now, I can use the CSS for my word logo. But let's see the CSS for image too. If the CSS image can be used, I mean bootstrap for images too. Return back here and let's take advantage of the image board bootstrap. Let's see what we can do. These are the images they already apply a CSS to. It depends on how we want our logo to look like. We want your logo to look in this format or this type or this type. It depends. Do you get it now? That is it. And these are the responsiveness for the images too. If you want to apply this particular work, CSS effect to it. There are so many other options for us. Do you get it now? How you want to image to work to look on our web pages. Do you get it now? So for example now, if I return back here now and I want to use my wall, this circle one for my wall image. So I can return back wall here. Do you get it now? And copy this and go into the section where I already prepared for my wall logo here now. Do you get now? And apply it. What I just need to do to change the picture to what? To my logo. That's the logo dot what? JPEG. That is all now. And I close what? The quotation for it. That is it. But once I've done this now, let me see how my logo appear here. And I save this page again. You can see. But remember that one, that is the big size. So I have to now write my own CSS to reduce my my own image for this logo here now. That should be another class. I can return back here and now write what or dot what logo now. CSS for the size of it. The width for my image, I want it to be what? Maybe 120 pixel. Okay, while the height too is also going to be what? 120 what pixel. See how this one appear. So since I have a class for logo here, returning back to here and apply the same class. Since we already have a what rounded circle here, I can put what another class here, say logo now. So that reduces what this picture was size here now. Can you see? That is it. Maybe I still want it to be reduced more than this again. Do you get it now? So I can return back to the CSS I've created for it here and make it 100. And make it 100. Bootstrap doesn't mean you can't write your own CSS. That it does it. So you can still write your CSS to enhance what it does. That is it again. And let's see if there is anyone with alignment of the picture too. Do you get it now? I think there's something here again. Image alignment again. Do you get it now? text center, floating start, floating end. Do you get it now? So I can apply that one to send it to what? To the center. So if I return back here, this is a class I can apply. I copy this again, and I return back to what? To my CSS here in HTML page here now. This is where the class for logo is. I put this one here now, and I save this. So what happened here? Okay, test center. Did I save? Oh, that's how to be applied to this border now. Okay, okay. Remove the logo and save. That's it now. Do you get now? You can see picture now appear at the center of this page. I want it. That is how the CSS for look. You know, I'm not the one I'm writing the radius value. I don't crack my brain and start thinking, is it radius? Is going to be 32? Is it 97? Is it 45? No. The ones I already picked this particular one, a bootstrap wall for it, system apply. It now depend on which of the one of the effect I want to use for this one, bootstrap or image. You can use any of the already designed here now. What about if I'm now using for the navigation? Do you get it now? I can say navigation bar. I want system to create a navigation bar for my bootstrap here now. This is another important word, bootstrap. So I don't define the layout and everything here now. There's a navigation already created here for my bootstrap. What I just need to do is to pick the navigation section and apply it to the column section I want it to appear, and start making some changes to it. Do you get it now? That is it. And this navigation now, this effect is going to give to me. That means giving me a brand name and the home for link, home profile and message and report and login section. So if I don't want to use this type, there's another one again. The navigation with logo, image to navbar. Do you get it now? That is it again. So there are different type of the work, and adding a drop down to navigation bar is still part of the work option that are available here. It now depends on which of the navigation I want to work. This is a section of the drop down here now. Yeah, sorry, I'm not supposed to click on that one. This is for the drop bar section. Or you want to play the search bar inside your navigation. It depends on type of navigation you want. Something like this again. Do you get it now? So, and choosing a wall, another color scheme for it again is still available here for us. We want navigation in this format, on which type of the format again. So that is another advantage of this. So if I'm going to use this one now, I can choose that particular one, dark navbar. But now I'm choosing this navigation section here, which is the logo for the navigation here. Do you get it now? And I copy the entire code from what? From here now. And I will return back to what? To my content here now. This is the place I prepared for that nav. And that's where I'm going to paste my navigation code to. So in placing it here, don't forget the CSS has to be what? To be properly well aligned now. So exactly. So but, and at the same time, don't forget you still need to write your own word, your own CSS comment to make this section very easy to track when you want to start doing your editing. Using a bootstrap without applying comment to it might create a bigger problem for you later, because you might not even know where a particular section of the code start from, because many of them might look the same. So I can say navigation section now, and that's more better like this. You get now? Or start navigation section. That was some developer does. So start navigation section here, and you put the code to where it is end here. Then go to say end navigation section now here. This more better to define your comment section like this. And this part again is also define the start row 1 again. So I can see start or maybe I call it the header section. Okay, navigation is part of the header. But see, I say start top bar, top bar section. Okay, this is going to be end top bar section. Okay, and here again going to be what? You know, we call it row 1 again. It become what? Start top bar section. So this one make it easy for us to what? To be able to understand where each of the sections start and what and end. Now back to this navigation now. Here. So the next thing now we are going to do now is, since we already have our logo here, or want to use this their logo again, if you are using the complete design for this navigation, it means there is something we have to remove. We can remove this column we have here. But see, I don't want to remove it. I want to maintain this one we have from this column. That means there's something in this nav here I can remove it. Like for example now, I don't want the link on this navigation again here. I can comment it out. Since I don't want it, I comment this section out here now. So it doesn't mean that everything that comes with your bootstrap what you have to use. I comment that one out. So that is it. And secondly, so I can now save this page, and let me see how this navigation will appear here. Now you can see my navigation section on this part again. You get it now? That is it. So, and one more thing again, this is the home profile. Some of this one can be changed. You get it now? That is it. And if you say you need the a navigation with the with the search bar, like I told you earlier before, you can come down here and pick the one with the with the search bar here now. That's the search button inside. You get it now? It can be picked and added to your to your navigation too. So it depends on the on the type of navigation you want to create. But the most important thing now is to now change the content here now for this navigation here. So start from here now. Start from here now. Oh God, where we now? So I want to maintain the home. After home, I'm going to have perfume here now. Perfumes. You get now? So and after the perfumes, the next one is going to be partners. Partners. After partners again, did I need the disable? I don't need it. I don't want any of my navigation tab to be to be disabled here for this report. So I can remove it since I don't need it again. You get it now? That's it. And follow with the with design I want to do. But there's a need for it, so I need 3 more. 2, 3. And that's going to be about about us, and here end with contact us. Remember this one now. You can still use the same thing for remaining pages. That is it. So you want the login to appear here, is okay. And you also want maybe a sign up or sign out to appear there, it's okay. It can be added. So here now I save this, and here now I return backward to here. That is it. So, and also one more thing here is it. This is the section where they say I can now change the color. I can use this navbar dark here to change the color for this particular my nav here now. So returning back to to this my now to return to nav class, which I already added to my page here. This is the nav class section here. You can see now. So I can now apply the CSS rule. This is what I just need to apply. Navbar dark instead of light here now. So that means starting from here, navbar dark, okay, and I replace with navbar light here again. Okay, let me make a duplicate of this, because that's the best way when you are learning something. Okay, so I close this now, but I don't need this. I just make a comment for this the existing one here now, and that close the comment. Now I can now make it in case you want to refer back to the previous one, because sometimes you can make something, everything can crash as the bootstrap is. It's going to be an error for you. So comment something before you apply a new one to it. and that is it here now. So this one now, let's see where it come. So returning backward to here again, and I save this page. Is it changed to the dark? Can you see? That is all. And one more thing again, you can move this one too. Well, this snapband here down. You get it now? You can move it down. There are two options. Is either I reduce this particular logo, I move this one down, because the logo is what that creates most of these spaces. So, but returning back to this particular setting for this logo now, maybe the logo can now become 50, and this one become what, 50. So that can be a perfect setting for this. That is it now. Can see. So this now, the moment I can return back here and I set this particular border here to what, to 0. You know, I just define the border for this from 2 to 0. That means all the section here, all the border apply here become empty like this. Did I save that page? Okay, 0. So, and save the page. Sometimes it didn't refresh instantly. Okay, and this 0. Why is it taking time? Okay, border, maybe I said none. The color is still exist now. Border none. Let me remove the border for this now. Oh yeah, something wrong with this page. Okay, back, undo, save, and return to this, and right click here, open with this again. And back again, open with another browser. Which one am I using? Edge. Okay, this is the Edge now. So I copy this URL. Let me test it in Chrome. But that border is not supposed to show. After some times, I only define the CSS for these ones. Why is this? Oh God. Okay. Where is the HTML? The two column here. Okay, this row. Okay. The navigation section here. On the navbar here. And image, where's the border? Once I already removed, this one should not show again. Okay, let me say this one first. So where are we? Okay, so memory, so before I remove for this navigation here now, That's all. There's one still remain for this column here. Where is it? Okay, and that's it. So the border, since I've set it to 0, that is it now. So these are just arranging by using this particular layout. So, and let's see if we can do one or two more here for this layout. So the next layer can complete it. We have for the paragraph here and the two column here. So I can create the two down again. So now, since we're already having the row we are using here and the column we are using now, so I can remove these two. This is going to be row 2 here now, and this section here now become what? Row 3. I'm starting with a comment here, section, and that become what? Row 3 here now. And here now I paste it. So I'm closing the div for row 3. I'm also closing the div for column in the row 3. So here now 1, and here now 2 here now. Okay, so this is the first row 3, is only one column. So row 4 now, row 4 is going to be 2 columns. So when it's only one column like this, I can put it there as well as 12. The information appear at the center. And for the row 4 is 2 columns. That's going to be for the form and the one Google map again. So I return back here and I add my own to row 4. You can see. So I'm back to here again. This is row 4 now. And row 4 is going to be main content. Row 4 I call it what? Main what? Content what? Section here now. And this is going to be what? The page what? Page header what? Section here now. And that is it. So for this one now, since it's going to be 2 columns, I must have the 2 columns here now. Define from here, and that is it. And I can define the row, but this has to be 6, and this has to be what? To be 6 again. That's equal part. And then my border, I can call it back to see the what? The equal size of this and the border. But remember that I did not add any information to this, so I may not be able to see most of the information, the size of it. So this one temporary can also have the border too, before to be able to reveal the borderline for this. So if I save this one again, you see, because there's no content inside them, so I can call this one page header now. Maybe I use something like h2 and say h2 here, and that call page header, and the content here is going to be what? A2 for page header here, that for that section, and this section and this section here will be what? This is going to be for what? Google map. That's what map here, and here is going to be what? Form. You get now. So I want us to create a form for what? Bootstrap to put inside this particular section. But Google Map, we can call it as usual. So this is another section page we are preparing. So we can put the picture for the header here automatically. That is all. And that's how you can add the picture again. So I can return back here. I have a code for picture already apply here now. Okay, that is it here. So I can copy it, or I use a new a image section here now. A section for the image here. So I think yeah, let me use this image, or the one with the border here. So thumbnail image. So I can copy this to use for the border image and apply to the section here for the page header or image here now. And the picture I want to use, what is that picture name? the picture name is called uh, page header. There are two, header bg, header bg1, header bg2. Okay, so let me see header bg, header bg1. Okay, let me see any of these two first. So here is going to be what? Header bg jpeg. So let's see how this one appear, even if you are going to reduce it here now. Wow, that's all. Okay, so I can return back what here, CSS for that to be what, dot what, header what, bg. So what should not be the height? Height now, I should be what, oh, is it height? Yes, height should be 100, 120 pixel. Okay, 120 pixel. Let me see how the height appear. Oh, it's not yet applied. Header bg. Okay, and back to here. Class thumbnail header bg, and I save this. Oh god. Okay, the width for this now have to be set, and the width now set to 100%. 100%. 100%. Yeah, that's the width. Back to here now. Lose the resolution. That's one of the problem from this one again. So, or I can reduce the width, not to occupy the everything there now. Maybe the width can be around one, maybe 600 pixel, because when I down there is resolution, that is it now. So this for this particular one, image section here now. So for Google Map, you can now specify a Google Map code too. Where is that page again? Is here, and this section we had our Google Map here too. So that's the code that defines section for Google Map. Let me put it here and see. So remember, we generate this one too, and that's all. I copy this and return back to the wall. The column they already make available for it, and this is the column. Oh, battery has done. Okay, and to wrap it to the next line, I come to word wrap. Oh, that's all now. Good. So this section for the Google Map, and save this page again and return back here. You can see now this automatically will increase the height for this. So, and this can be continued to be more adjust. So I can increase the height for the Google Map when I start creating the form for what, for the row. So these are how the bootstrap can be used to prepare different type of the interface here now. Like I can see the top row here and the navigation section and some of the image. So we have to stop here now. So the next class we'll continue on that. My system battery is done already. So any question now, guys? Who is the fourth person that joined us late? Any question? Any questions? Here. Okay, don't cut off. Any question now? Okay, so I think that will be all for today, sir. So thank you so much. We'll discuss the rest on our group. Yeah. Mm.